Currently, when athletes play in World Cup games, qualifiers, and non-competitive friendly matches, they're paid a base annual salary with potential bonuses for winning. According to the complaint, that breaks down to between $3,600 and about $5,000 for women per game. For men, it ranges from just over $6,000 to as much as $17,000. And if they make the World Cup roster, female players receive 44% of what their male counterparts earn. That's despite drawing crowds of similar size and racking up unprecedented achievements, like their third World Cup trophy last summer, and back-to-back-to-back Olympic gold medals, giving the team that made us all believe a chance to make history again. And four of those players behind the push for equal pay are with us now. Hope Solo, Becky Sauerbrunn, Carly Lloyd, and Alex Morgan. They're joined by their attorney, Jeffrey Kessler. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
Carly, you don't just wake up one morning and say we're going to file a complaint with the EEOC and point a finger at U.S. soccer. This has been simmering for a while, but why does it come to a head now?
I think the timing is right. I think that we've proven our worth over the years. Just coming off of a World Cup win, and the pay disparity between the men and women is just too large, and we want to continue to fight. The generation of players before us fought, and now it's our job to keep on fighting.
Ladies, you complained to the U.S. Soccer Federation in the past. What's their response been when you talk about these equal pay issues?
You know, Matt, I've been on this team now for a decade and a half, and I've been through numerous CBA negotiations, and honestly, not much has changed. We continue to be told we should be grateful just to have the opportunity to play professional soccer and to get paid for doing it. And in this day and age, it's about equality, it's about equal rights, it's about equal pay, and we're pushing for that. And we believe now is the time is right, because we believe it's a responsibility for women's sports and specifically for women's soccer to really do whatever it takes to push for equal pay and equal rights.
I want to mention
and to be treated with respect.
I'm sorry, I want to mention the complaint was just mailed yesterday. The U.S. Soccer Federation hasn't had a lot of time to digest it, but they did give us this statement. While we've not seen this complaint and can't comment on the specifics of it, we're disappointed about this action. We've been a world leader in women's soccer and are proud of the commitment we've made to building the women's game in the United States over the past 30 years. Who wants to respond to that?
Matt, we're sorry they're disappointed. These women are very disappointed in U.S. soccer. When they asked for the same treatment as the men, they were told it was irrational. Now, that might be a good answer in 1816. It's not an acceptable answer in 2016.
What about revenues here? I mean, are revenues equal? Because I would imagine an argument could be made if the revenues aren't equal, then the pay's not equal. Where does that stand?
Actually, last year, U.S. Soccer, according to its numbers, made over $16 million from this team. The men's team caused a $2 million loss. The numbers are very obviously in favor of the women.
Ladies, what are your options here? If the U.S. Soccer Federation says, sorry, we can't do this at this time, are you willing and prepared to boycott games? Will you strike? What will you do?
Well, I think that's why we're here taking this action and filing this complaint, is that we have sacrificed so much. Every single day we sacrifice just as much as the men. We work just as much. We endure just as much physically and emotionally. And our fans really do appreciate us every day for that. We saw that with the high of last summer. And we're really asking and demanding now that now our federation and our employer really step up and appreciate us as well. So
by the way,
we need to.
Ladies, let me just interrupt. Have you heard from any of the male players?
Well, I'm sure they are in support of us. My husband plays professional soccer, and he's very much in support of me. But I would have to believe that the men's national team would as well be in support of us. While
I've got you all there, can I just change subjects one quick second? We've talked so much on this show, and others have, about the Zika virus, and a lot of specifically female athletes worried about heading to Rio for the games. Hope, have you been given the kind of information you need to feel comfortable about going?
Yeah, Matt, it's a very important decision for me and for all women athletes. But, you know, right now I really do want to focus on what's being done. This is a historical moment. You know, so much is learned from history, and I really hope that this historical moment and everything that we filed today, we can all learn from. So, you know, Zika is a huge deal. The Olympics is obviously the decision to play in the Olympics is a very big deal. It's a personal decision for me. But right now I just want to focus on what this team historically is doing.
All right, fair enough. Ladies, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We'll follow this story very, very closely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very interesting, and just the beginning of the legal road there.
No question.